Hey, hey, Arms of Orion, composite operator, composite operator trading systems. I'm a little under the weather here today. I did no trading, no teaching, no nothing. In fact, I just woke up a little, probably around 3 o'clock this afternoon. I was kind of in and out of it all day. Feeling better right now, so I should be back on it tomorrow. Um, Here's the 2 hour chart that we've been kind of going off of on oil. I'm gonna dump some of these lines just to clean this chart up a little bit. I'm going to keep my original. Whoops, what was that? I don't think I meant to do that one. I don't want to get rid of my levels. I want to just get rid of some of these trend lines. Yeah, anyways, I'm not feeling the best, so I wasn't able to do I was busy all weekend, so I was unable to do my weekend videos. I was not in town. And by the time I got in town last night, we got back last night, I just was not feeling well at all. So, all right. So we're going to redraw this line here. So basically, we're just working on another channel upside here, recovering all through this. We were talking about this box last week, and we did kind of come up through that, but we could never close outside of it. And then came down all the way down this morning and retested this low back here of 75.59. That would have been an awesome pickup right through there. Holy cow. But not uncommon to see those tests of these boxes, right? So, like, we could actually take this over now and extend that over. Um, we are playing around with this big level here, 76.27. That's a big level that comes over from a long time ago. And you can see that, we've sliced through that a whole bunch of times here. But, nice comeback today. So, we get this level above us here at 77.31. That's the high from Thursday or Friday. And then we're still, like, if you look, we're still working on these boxes back here, right? This is trying to come up. We've got this kind of junkiness over here. Got some junky play right here, all within the area, all within, very close to this box here. So, that was a good sign that came down and then popped back up. Today wasn't a ton of volume comparatively, but, it is what it is. We are getting a bit sold on the RSI, on the fast moving RSI. We are getting a little over, the MACD is still above the zero line, which is a good thing. But you got the MACD and the zero line just kind of like kissing on top of each other here, which is kind of never a good thing. You want to see like a more definitive pullback, and then like something over here where it goes down and then keeps going. We're kind of just floating right here all through this junk on Thursday and Friday, or Friday and today. But sometimes it just needs that, right? You just need a little bit of that consolidation, a little bit of that liquidity area. We are sitting at a high volume node, so that doesn't necessarily surprise me that we're doing this in this area. And there's not a whole ton of levels ahead of us. We got 77.55, not a whole lot in between there, and then we got to cut this area up here, like 78.01 to like 78.14, 15, 16 area, somewhere in there. And then we have like the channel top areas in here with all of this kind of coinciding, depending on how this gets up into that area. If it gets up into that area, if we get past through here, we do have a little node we can kind of shoot through pretty quickly. You can see that, corresponding from that candle over there, kind of shoots up into this level here. And I would imagine we have a little bit of trouble here. But if we do get through that, we've got all these areas over here, and I would just be looking at, regression lines channel top lines. You know, you got a double intersection here. We got this linear regression channel or linear regression line that goes all the way up. That's what the center line is of the linear regression channel. It's the linear regression line. I've got some videos I'm gonna do in the works in regard to linear regression channels, or I may just redirect into someone else's videos on those, and I may talk a little bit more about how I use volume profile and all that stuff here. So, you know, not a whole lot to say on oil until we start breaking through here. So, big day, quite honestly, on movement. So it was a really good day to be trading if you were trading. So hopefully you guys made some good bank on that volatility there of the down and then up. Looks like we did hit our targets on ES. Let's pop over to ES. Pretty close. 50.77 is what we had on there. We hit 66 today, so we're kind of coming up to those upper levels now. There's not a lot of liquidity up here pulling this thing up. Ooh, and I didn't even realize we did a full retracement. Wow, I did not look at that today. I was not looking. Like I said, I just got up and perused the oil charts. I was kind of peeking at, obviously, in between waking up and falling back asleep. I was kind of just checking the chart on my tablet. And I really didn't look at the chart too much of ES. I just looked at the pricing. So looks like we had a nice pullback off of that double kind of like tweezer top here on ES. So we are getting the fall off from the fast moving RSI. We are getting the, you know, some other bearish signals here on the ES. So I'm going to get rid of this here because we don't need that right now. So, I mean, we're still pointing up on everything here. You know, if we do come down, you guys kind of have the levels, right? Let's make them. So, like 50.18, 5,004. That would be a level for me. These are all like higher time, you know, these are like this time frame. Obviously we have intraday stuff on the lower time frames. And then here, you know, you do have, like, if this thing wants to fall through here, it's going to come down into these levels because, like, this thing just jammed that one day. What was that, on Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, when we had that just crazy up day. After, like, the 2 days of kind of just, like, chopping around. But that would be like coming down, then we'd look at the upper side of this box that I drew from over here. So now you kind of have another little level of a box upside top of this one. So you kind of have a little box here. Pull all these over. So you got some downside targeting here on ES for sure, if it wants to go. Some of these overhead targets were just set by some of my my pivot levels, which, again, I don't know why they keep getting taken off this chart. I don't know why my pivots get taken off here. I'll get them on later, or when I'm charting later, and we'll see if we can see how some of the levels maybe have changed. I'm sure they have changed down through here, so maybe we can get a little bit more accurate, or not accurate, but maybe maybe some different downside targeting as well. So again, I'm not going to make this one too long here. I'm still not feeling 100%, but those are just kind of my thoughts on ES and oil. Bias on everything is still long. You know, we're still going up here. What I, anything can happen. Like we had this boost up, and then we retraced the entire move and then some from pre-market all the way into Friday's numbers. So you just have to be really quick. You have to be nimble, and you have to be ready to change your mind as quickly as you can here. What is this? This is not the chart I want. These are my 15-second ones. Let's go over here. Yeah, you see how that sometimes that volume profile can go wonky on you. That one, anyways. Let's go over to ES. Wow, what a nice pullback, man. So basically, you had an opportunity off the red line to just take this thing to the promised land. Holy cow, that never looked back not even one time. And then, of course, you had some nice little range trading down here. That would have been great on the 15-second chart. Wow. This is the 1 minute. Wow, I missed a day today. Up and down. Good Lord. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. Like I said, I'm not feeling too great. Hopefully I'm going to be back tomorrow. This is a heavy week of student teaching for me. So I'm going to be probably not as active in some of the chat rooms and discords and stuff like that. So I probably won't be around a whole bunch. Maybe here and there, depending on how much time I get. I'm also working on all the other stuff, all my other videos. Like I said, we're working on some stuff for, I might be working on some linear regression videos, but I might point you in a different direction of that. I'm definitely going to be working on my volume profile video for everybody, and then I'm also working on all my strategy videos for when all that stuff is going to get released, and then I'm still working on we're still working on the red line, gold line bot as of right now too, so I've got to follow up with the developer on that and see where that is. That's something that, I'm going to continue my discretionary type trading, but I don't, but if that thing might, I think we have a good shot at that thing really working, so hopefully this week we get something going on that, or at least a rough idea of beta version 1 of it. So, but yeah, please leave a comment if you want. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that great stuff. Got some really cool stuff moving forward here. I had a really good chat with one of my longtime trading partners on Friday on my way up to my lake house, and had a really good conversation about stuff. So everything's moving forward, but you know how it goes. It can move forward slowly, and that's fine. But definitely some cool stuff coming here in 2024. So with that, I will bid you adieu, and we will see you on the other side.